Hi everybody, I'm Sasha. I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to get this video up about doctor specialists. I told you that I would have it up sooner. I just wasn't feeling well, but I'm feeling much better now and I can't wait to get started. So let's get right to it. So medical English specialists. In my last video, in the introduction to healthcare, we talked about how you needed a family doctor or a general practitioner, a GP, in order to see a specialist. A GP would give you a requisition or permission, it's like a piece of paper, to have an appointment with a specialist, and these are some specialists. So the first one we have on top here is a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist is someone who deals with emotional well-being, mental health, and abnormal behavior. They studied psychiatry. They studied psychiatry, and they would help you with any of your mental health issues. Now, next we have a gynecologist. A gynecologist is specifically for females, and it's a doctor of female reproductive systems and the urinary tract. And they take care of females, and typically you would see, if you're a female, a gynecologist once a year. If you're pregnant, you would see a special kind of gynecologist, an obstetrician. An obstetrician studied all about healthy pregnancy and childbirth. So it's a different specialization, and you would normally see an obstetrician if you were pregnant. Now, if you're a male, you wouldn't go to a gynecologist because that's for females. You would go to a urologist. And a urologist specializes in the urinary tract, which is where you process your urine, which is when you go to the washroom and you get rid of liquid, otherwise informally known as peeing. So that's what the urologist does. It's typically for males, but sometimes if there's a complicated case, a female might visit a urologist too if the gynecologist is unable to figure out what's going on. Proctologist studies everything to do with the anus and the rectum, so otherwise your backside or your bum, and that's what you would go to a proctologist for. A dermatologist looks over the biggest organ in your body, which is your skin. So if you had itchiness or rashes, you would see a dermatologist who studied dermatology. And then now eyes are so special, they get two. We have an optometrist, someone who you might meet in like an eyeglass store, and that person specializes in eyesight correction. So if you need eyeglasses or if you need contact lenses, an optometrist is the person who would measure your sight and make sure that you got the right prescription glasses or the right prescription contact lenses. And conversely, an ophthalmologist, yes, you heard that F correctly, ophthalmologist is somebody who works or who has studied ophthalmology, which is the study of eye disorders and diseases. So if you had something wrong with your eyes other than nearsightedness or short-sightedness, then you would go and see an ophthalmologist. And then finally, I have gastroenterologist. Now, gastroenterologist is responsible for your entire abdomen. That's your whole stomach. So if you're having problems with your digestion or some kind of organ related to digestion, you would probably be referred to or sent to a gastroenterologist. And gastroenterologists study gastroenterology. Okay, so from the top, let's just make sure that we've got them all. We have psychiatrist, gynecologist, obstetrician, urologist, proctologist, dermatologist, optometrist, ophthalmologist, gastroenterologist. Now, hopefully this was clear. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. My next clip is going to be about symptoms, signs and symptoms, how you explain things to the doctor, and also what kind of questions you can expect from these kinds of doctors. If there's an area that you would like me to start in first because you have a special interest, or maybe you've got a doctor's appointment coming up, then please let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to prioritize that. But until then, this is Sash. Thanks so much. See you soon.